if you're that kind of player. And I know this kind of player, he could end the game in 2 minutes if he really wanted to. In the bottom left from Prep Esports, this is us.
And in the top right side, representing Onside Gaming, that's right, teammates with Maru, it is Rex.
Remember that being a caster warm-up in the green room. Maru.
Jin Air Green Wings.
Jin Air Green Wings Maru. Roaches. All those kind of things. You get the voice warmed up, get the mouth muscles all loosened, ready for the cast. For a nice solid 14-hour day.
He's making roaches. And of course, just in case you didn't know, there's a feature on this map with a bridge, and if you put one arc on it, blocks that whole bridge off. You know that. Interesting fact.
That's right. If we ever see Olrena in the map pool again, I will definitely bring it up.
He said his least favorite unit was the cannon, and he's kind of paranoid, as you should be. You're playing
It's
Haas.
not a unit, it's a structure.
Yeah, well, tell that to Rex. Rex puts down the GG. He says, I know you're faking me out, bro, but I got to keep this drone here just in case.
Is that in response to the GG sprays from Haas in earlier series?
Yeah, quite possibly. Now, for those who don't know, they were both spamming emotes in the chat for a good 5 minutes today.
They were, yes.
Haas usually refuses to say good luck, have fun, but he said, no, Rex is a nice guy. And then he did drop a GG, have fun, kind of the same thing. Rex then gave a Protoss thumbs up, saying Protoss is pretty good. Zerg, thumbs down. Basically, your race is stronger than mine. And then Haas said, no, I take back my good luck, have fun. And Rex started spamming poo emojis at him. So just in case anyone wanted to know, the intelligent discourse that goes on in the lobbies before the game.
You know, if people only ever saw StarCraft games from these pro gamers, never got to see inside behind the curtain, they would never know how silly pro gamers truly can be, even though they are geniuses in the video game.
A little bit of banter before the match never hurt.
That's right.
Well, straightforward openings for both sides. Warp Gate delayed for a quick Stargate for Haas, and Void Ray or Oracle, we'll see. Void Ray first wants to deny the vision, does Haas. Now, Rex, of course, did have some pretty powerful Queen Walk strategy that he beat Nice with. Unfortunately, he did the highway on the wrong part of the map, and his Queens walked on the other part. So it was kind of awkward, but also perfect in every other way, so it still worked. I don't think you'll make that mistake here. That's a 2,000 atmospheres problem, because there's two different paths.
All right, well, we've got the Lings of Rex being very vigilant here, hyper vigilant even, just making sure that Haas hasn't got anything snuck out on the map. Hiding all that tech, or potentially hiding the tech, but now you'll see, nope, there's a Stargate, so everything is normal for Haas, actually.
Yeah, and now he turns that Void Ray, just then killing that Overlord, that's where he presses the switch on his desk that turns it into Fog of War mode for the Zerg, so they don't... It's like, you can't see anything, time for me to make choices now. And Robo and Twilight go down, no gases on his natural. We're going to see the Charge Lord Immortal style from Haas.
Does seem like it indeed.
Yeah, so he won't take any gas on his third. He's just going to go 3 mineral lines and get really aggro with it. The question is, does he get some sentries? Does take a third gas, a few more gateways. Yeah, he might get just enough sentries to like split the army and just keep building immortals and charge zealots, and double prism may be something that he goes for. Haas used to be a specialist at the double prism, one in the main and one over at the third base with his main army. And it's really hard to both micro against the zealots running in all your bases and also not get your roaches force fielded up against those immortals. No more probing right now. Wow. Is he just going to go straight prism? Is he not even going to bother with immortals? Oh, man.
Immortals cost gas, Pig.
Oh, did he pull off gas in the main as well?
I think so.
Oh, so it's a fake gas on the third. Oh, the natural, that third gas is completely fake just because the Zerglings ran up to the cyber core, spotted the third gas. Rex saw that third gas geyser with his Zerglings. Haas is like, I want you to see this, bro. And Rex right now is droning. He has to stop droning right now and do nothing but build roaches and overlords, or he's dead. I don't think he's going to be able to stop the numbers if he doesn't build roaches right now. He's up more drones.
He can't build roaches till the roach warren's finished.
He needs to be saving the lava, though. Overlords, man.
No,
He needs like
right.
6 overlords.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't want to call GG. That's not very good casting. But it
60 drones,
good.
man.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
17 worker advantage. Rex, show us your sickest micro ever, son.
Well, I mean, in comes these zealots, and unfortunately, it's the first Rex has seen of them. Pulls the queens back.
Man.
He's got roaches on the way. 10 roaches, but boy, it would be nice if those 10 roaches were right here now.
Oh, this is a brutal push from Haas. The queens pull into a nice choke point. The transfuses are good, but oh, we should have held the choke point, I think. You can't let the zealots through there or they get too much surface area. Good grouping up right now for Rex, trying to get the roaches and queens together. Drones being forced to fight. He's already lost 16 workers. The count is evened up. Stop the count, says the Zerg. Stop!
I don't think that Haas is going to stop counting, man. He's going to keep counting on these zealots to keep on streaming into the face of the Zerg, ripping and tearing all of those drones to pieces. Even the Void Ray is alive here, as it just continues to offer laser beam assistance from the skies.
Nice hold position on the drones there. That was actually
nice.
really crucial. Stopped a lot of zealots finishing off those queens. And if the queens were dead, the Void Ray would reign supreme. Haas is building another Void Ray and probing up behind this. He's trying to warp in more zealots. Can he get the third base? The Void Ray goes down. I mean, getting the third is something, but he's losing so many zealots. I don't know if this is worth it for Haas. Oh my god, so many zealots are dying.
All right, well, he gets the hatchery. I mean, behind this, Haas has been making a ton of probes, so his economy is absolutely yards ahead here of Rex, but, you know, Zerg counterattack potential, I guess? No, Rex is actually just going to drone and retake those hatcheries.
Which is fine. He's got roach speed. He can pressure with the roaches just to stop Haas from probing. Just don't throw the roaches away. If you're droning here, you can't commit with the roaches. You got to feint with them and pull back. So the question is, if Rex throws these roaches away, the counterattack from Haas will wreck him. Oh, good decision making. Dude, Rex pulls back. He drops a Nidus Worm. Okay, so he thinks it's Skytoss. His reaction to the Void Ray, I don't think he saw the Zealot Immortal, but seeing the Void Ray, I think he might think this is Skytoss and be like, okay, I got to Nidus you before you get into carriers. But that's not going to be the best first Immortals and charge lots.
Yeah. Those units kind of designed to wrap around and straight up destroy. Those Immortals punch roaches to pieces, and not too bad against the Nidus Worm either.
Haas has like 4 dudes on gas right now, so it's basically just 3 bases of minerals. He's going round 2. He's like, I've got Immortals this time. Now Rex is massing Roach Ravager Queen though, so he's got the right army to defend it in terms of the right comp and what he's focusing on. Problem, he doesn't have the numbers. He is outnumbered, and Zealot Immortal slays.
Or Haas sees the Nidus. He's got a warp in up here to the north side of the main. He's trying to work on that Nidus head.
You can't attack if you got to defend. The Nidus Worm will not be able to be utilized here. It's all about this defense for Rex. Can Rex hang on? Oh man, that's a lot of zealots. The Queen's trying to hang on. The Roach is trying to hang on. Those Immortals are so scary though. Oh man, that's so many zealots. He's got to get back at a choke point. He cannot let those zealots land, but the force field is brutal. He's going to try and Nidus into his main. Oh man.
GG. Haas taking game number 1. Rex trying to hold on there and try and tightrope walk into a game that was anywhere near even, but unfortunately, Haas, he's a great white shark, man. He's not going to let you get away with that.
Very good play by Rex to survive the first wave. I think his scramble was good, but we can be critical of his scouting because he saw a Void Ray, he saw no other air units get built, and yet he was going to 60 plus drones with no roaches. If there's only one Void Ray, usually it's a Glaive Adept timing. This is kind of like an extreme version of a Glaive Adept timing. It's like an 8-gate just Zealot YOLO. The thing is, there were tells in there that should have let Rex know that was coming. There was no indications of a Blink Stalker follow-up or of extra Stargates being built. Obviously, seeing a third gas on the natural makes you think it's tech, and that apparently alone is enough to trick Rex into thinking he can drone up really hard. So this was the whole mind game. Haas there, understanding Rex's viewpoint, he just basically realized, I know exactly what you're going to do, man. You are going to just see the gas and you're going to just be too greedy. So Haas plays the opponent.
That's right. Rex has been downloaded. Hopefully he's got a patch and he can trick Haas in game number 2. Let's take a break, guys. When we return, game 2 between Rex and Haas. Don't go away. We'll see you then. G'day StarCraft fans and welcome back to the Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, Japan region main event here for the DreamHack Masters Valencia Summer 2022 edition. I'm Maynard, with me is Pig, and this is Haas vs Rex, our final best of five of tonight's broadcast, or I guess this morning or afternoon's broadcast if you're in a different hemisphere than us. But for us it is the evening, for them it is the evening. Haas currently 1-0 up on Rex. Pig, do you see this score changing in Rex's favor?
You got to it before I could.
I was about to say, well, obviously, you know, the score changes the more maps you play, Maynard.
The numbers, the numbers could go up, they could go down. We're really not sure if it's going to be.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Well, definitely Rex could get a map on the board for show. For show, he got massively tricked. Apparently, likes to be a little greedy in that scenario. Haas knew what to show him, just one gas on the natural and that was it. So definitely something where a dirty trick has been used, but he's got many more up his sleeve. Up in the left of the map, the top left in the blue, representing Prep Esports. He's on a gold-based map. You know he's going to take advantage. This is Haas.
And in the bottom red, this is onside Zerg player. In the red, it's Rex.
Gold base, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Can't get enough, mate. Drone actually was over there blocking Haas from taking the gold base as well. That's interesting. Is he going to hatch block him? Wow. Is that what that drone's going to do? Or is it just a scout, I wonder? Oh, there's a forge. Okay, very important to get that scout in so he knows Haas might try and cannon rush his gold base. Does Haas have a probe heading towards it? Yes, he does. Oh, this is going to get real interesting.
Okay. Well, this harkens. Whenever I see a forge in a wall in for a Protoss, I just feel that, that little flutter of excitement in my heart. I just know that cannons are going to come down. Probably, you imagine defensively for a Protoss, but it's obviously it's Haas. It's offensively.
Indeed. Drone actually wins the fight against the probe. So Rex still has a drone in the base, and he's moving out to take Haas's gold base. He's going to cancel this one, take Haas's gold base, while pulling back towards his own. He's also going to go offensive proxy hatch, and oh my god. That means he's going to go Roach Warren, right? Oh my god, so he's taking the gold of Haas. Does he commit to a Roach Warren? Because Haas doesn't seem to even realize that's in his base right now.
No, he's not showing signs of it yet. Oh boy.
Oh my lord. And Haas doesn't know about the gold base, either does he, on his own. He's going for a Zealot Scout now. I don't think Haas has a lot of information in this game. And Haas just saw the proxy hatch in his base and the gold base hatch at the same time. He sent a probe inside his main. So if we look at Haas's vision, you can see now that he has seen all of these hatcheries. He knows about them. And what is he going to do? Battery in the main. Stalker's building. He's already got one out. He's going to build another one. And what's the next step? He doesn't have an expansion. He doesn't have any attack. Roach Warren's coming down right now. So Rex is going pretty committed. There's no Stargate or anything. Don't think the Zealot got many kills.
No, I don't think it got any, actually. Maybe one drone. Not even.
Oh, Zergling's going to assault the natural wall. So he's going to send Zerglings across to assault the natural. There's no cannon there. And at the same time, he's going to build roaches and probably a queen inside the main base. Rex is going ham right now. Queen and a roach starts up in the main base. Stalkers are there. Haas is playing 3-gate on one base. And you know what? He should be able to defend with battery already up and overcharge. I think Rex is in trouble because he's committing so much. He's going Ling speed, roaches inside the base, as well as Lings flooding off these two hatcheries. He's down 7 workers, but he has the gold base to fall back on, so there is potentially a transition plan here.
I mean, but if Haas has any units left over, and if he can get out of his main with like a Prism or something like that, I get worried about that gold base. It becomes more of a liability for me. I'm kind of feeling it for Haas here, to be honest.
Oh, definitely.
One roach, one shot.
Oh, definitely. That's 2 roaches down. The Cybercore is not going to go down before Warp Gate's finished. More Stalkers warping in at the front. And yeah, you can commit to it, but you're going to lose a lot of Zerglings doing so.
Yeah, and losing anything is something that Rex can really not afford. He's only on 18 drones. He doesn't have the production. He's got 2 whole hatcheries. I mean, yes, one of them is in the main base here, but that is losing supply as quickly as it's creating supply up here in the main base of the Protoss. Stalker getting not micro. Oh, go the shield battery. Oh, okay.
Oh, does get the queen.
Very nice.
Nicely done. Now, Zerglings are still there at the front, but they can't get in. Haas is only on 1 base. He hasn't started the Nexus. Kind of feels like he has to do a counterattack with his Prism here. But, oh wow, this cannon's going to kind of trade nicely. Yeah, that's a bad fight, I think, for Rex. He's going to lose a good 4 or 5 Zerglings at least. He wants to get rid of it, though, because he doesn't want there to be a forward warp-in point. Oh no, Rex taking a really bad fight. He should have clicked that pylon from the start.
Yeah, that's painful. Rex having a bit of an awkward game here. I mean, I love the idea. I love going to, you know, cheese the cheeser, get wild on the wild man, but it's not really working out for him. And this is what I was afraid of. You know, you get that Prism, you exit your main with this army that you got left over, and then that gold's a liability. Like, what do? You can't hold this.
Yeah, he's got to run away from it for now. He does have Lings in the main. Lings just popped out. He built a wave of them, but that battery plus battery overcharge and warp-ins. Yeah, great play here by Haas. And he can stalk a Prism Micro all day. That pack of Stalkers is a bit too strong. And, oh man, you know, in hindsight, if Rex didn't commit to the Roach Warren and he just built that hatchery and it was a fake the whole time, Haas would be on 1 base on 3 gate and Rex would have already had the gold base with 10 drones on it and then be making the Roach Lane. It'd be a totally different game. So Rex could have feinted this and Haas would not have had a way of confirming what was really happening and making the read. Oh, look at that. DT Shrine. The Zerglings see it. They're going to try and target that down. Nice move by Rex, even if he doesn't get the cancel. And, ooh, does force the cancel.
I mean, yeah, he's cancelled the Dark Shrine, which is something, but I was going to say, he has not won the game. Most certainly has not. Haas does not need the Invisible Man with their cape and blade and edgy attitude towards life to win this game. All he needs is Stalkers.
Hot diddly damn. So the very good reaction. Not many Protoss players comfortable to play 1 base 3 gate Stalker. Hassler adapts to the situation. Be like water, my friend. Well, Haas is always like water. He's like a water balloon that just explodes on your face out of nowhere, and you always feel a little bit like you've just been taken advantage of afterwards. But that is where Rex is. He's got to win the next 3 games in a row now. It's going to be hard to make that happen.
Very, very hard. And it really felt like he, you know, game 1 and game 2, he had a specific plan for the map and really, really doubled down on it. And it's got to feel underwhelming and taking a little bit of the wind out your lungs when something like this happens, when you just get deflected so handedly. Like, there was never a moment in this game where I felt like, oh, maybe Rex, you know?
No. The thing is, like, when he got the hatchery up and took Haas's gold, I actually think that was a great move. And I think he could have turned that into something. But like we said, the hatch in the main, I was like, oh, Haas doesn't know about it. He hasn't seen it. But Haas knew there was a drone there. He's like, I know what you're doing. He confirmed it 30 seconds later. I was like, got all the time in the world. You know, 3 gate, shield battery in the main. Just, he knew exactly how to deal with that. So my initial thought was, yeah, go roaches with the hatchery. This will be great. And then we realized just how calm and organized Haas was in that situation. And it was like, please don't actually, oh God. The right play was to just build the hatchery. Don't use it for anything. Maybe a couple Zerglings if you want to scout and harass. Try to just get an over response. You know, make Haas feel like he's under pressure. Drone behind it. Get to 25 workers. Get 10 of those workers or more on the gold. Then you go for the Ravager Ling. Haas is in big doo-doo.
Big doo-doo indeed, Pig. Big doo-doo. All right. Let's get into 5-year-old brains inside of 30-year-old bodies. That's basically the Pignard brand, I think.
Up doo-doo creek without a paddle, mate. He's going to have to dip his hands in that doo-doo and get just paddling. It's going to be hard.
He's going to have doo-doo all of his hands. It's going to be really embarrassing. Mum's going to have to wash that off for him. Going to have to put him in the bath. Bath time. All right. Well, Haas is giving Rex a bit of a bath right now, but hopefully things change. We'd love to see some more games here. This is our last series before we hand over to Europe, of course. In the bottom right, on match point for Prep Esports, this is Haas.
That was kind of funny. I lost you just at the very end of Haas. You still there, Manny?
Yeah, man.
Okay, just checking. Gas first, no scout for Haas. In the top left, in the red, he has got a scary player in front of him who is now doing a very greedy opening. Let's see if we can make the comeback happen. Come on, my man. It's the tyrannical Tyrannosaurus. It is Rex.
That's right. The scariest dinosaur in the Jurassic Park franchise until the weird hybrids that they have in the modern movies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. We're not talking about it.
They're not canon the same way Game of Thrones finished at like season 5 or something.
Yeah,
man.
and there's no second or third or fourth Matrix movie. It's also something that lives inside my brain. People are like, no, but Maynard, look at this. Look at the IMDb. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, you're like,
nope.
No, that doesn't. There's a lot of lies on the internet, guys. That's fake news. So
Yep.
get out of here.
That's a deep fake. They deep faked. They
Yeah,
deep faked 9 hours of movie.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
that's like exactly how I actually think that. I'm just like, it doesn't count. Like it's just not part of it. In my mind, no. There's a lot of TV shows as well that go too long, where I'm like, Scrubs cut off at like season 5 maybe, something like that.
Lost ended after season 1 for sure. It was the big
There's a lot of shows that end after season 1.
They opened up that bunker, big cliffhanger, didn't see what happened down there. It never happened. So there you go.
Really wish they finished that show.
Yeah, it'd be sweet to see what happened down there, but I guess season 2 through 7 never existed.
A couple of Zerglings are on the way now for Rex, and looks like Stargate opening for Haas probably. Yeah. This opening where you scout really late with your probe, you go gas first, you have so much gas available, and he's actually going to go straight for a Robo. Now, we've seen a lot of Disruptor drop into just 2-base like Disruptor Colossus all-in. One of the most classic Robo all-ins is one where you just do a Prism and like 6 gateways and just go. Haas is capable of many different things, of course, so we'll just keep our eyes on it and see how it unravels. Rex, let's keep our eyes on him though, more so, because I feel like Rex... It's on him to just get a solid opening and not get caught off guard. And usually Haas is inside his head, rent-free.
Rex is playing a pretty normal game here from the start of things. I mean, obviously versus game 2 is extremely normal, but Haas is dropping that Robo, which obviously means early aggression. He's going to want to get out there on the map and hurt Rex early.
Ooh, Overlord is vulnerable. Should get to the pillar in time though. Okay. And Robo Bay, indeed, it's going to be Disruptor drop. Awesome. Could even be a Colossus drop just because it's Haas and he's the one person who might do the weird thing. Twilight Council behind it, though, interestingly. So that is odd.
Immortal Charge? No, I mean, he's got a Robo Bay.
No, it's Charge Lot plus Speed Prism Disruptor drop. This is actually the sickest. This is only Haas would do this. He'll stay 2 gas. He might even get a 3rd base, and he'll just be like Mass Zealots plus also Disruptors and a Speed Prism. It's such a weird combo you wouldn't see anyone else go for, but yeah, it hits like a hammer, man. It hits so hard and fast because you've got the Zealots charge in, they beat Zerglings and stuff, and then bam, if anything clumps up, the Disruptors will land on them. So yeah, really fascinating style here from Haas. You can see he's got so many minerals banked up, but not moving out to a 3rd, which means we're going to see a gateway explosion.
Indeed. Man, it feels like Rex is, he's doing the right thing, though. Not droning off past 40. He's making a lot of units right now. He's expecting something. I mean, obviously sees the Prism. That's a pretty big tell right there.
He's got a drone, though. His drone count is way too low. Like, you cannot stop at 37. Versus Prism Robo Bay opening, you're meant to go for... you're meant to go for like 50 drones and then build units, like just a handful of Zerglings. But so he's way too low on economy. So Rex is kind of all in. There's also a 2nd Prism out. So he's gone for a Disruptor, and then it's just a charge lot all in while the Disruptor's harassing. This is crazy. Wow. So he's going to sneak the 2nd Prism out. Uh-oh.
Those couple lings were covered in butter. They slipped on past that Zealot.
F2 home, apparently. Or the Prism did come home for a moment there. Man, that drone count's still so tiny for Rex. Rex really should be up at least in the low 40s of workers. His worker count's just so bad. And this is what Haas does to people. They get paranoid because he all-ins them and then they play so safe that they end up putting themselves behind economically. Disruptor is defended. I mean, Rex is even building a spine crawler. He's up 4 workers, so it's not like he's behind economically, but when you've got the Disruptors and the charge, such valuable tech, it is scary. That being said, great army supply. He's building roaches. I don't see him dying anytime soon.
Well, Haas is going to try and make that happen. Sending out the charge lots and also the Disruptor here. The Lings engage. Oh, Haas not looking.
Oh my god. Oh, he kills the Disruptor. It does get a shot off and kill a bunch of Zerglings, but that's so worth it for Rex, dude. Yeah. And he sees just Zealots. So he should know all he needs to do now is build roaches. Just build roaches. You don't need to do anything but make roaches and just get as many of them up as possible. He's even building another spine. And Haas, he does have another Disruptor out here. So he's still got 1 available, but 1, that is 50% of 2, Maynard.
God, you're smart.
I know, man.
Biggest brain in esports.
I've been crunching the numbers for these casts.
You know, they tell me not to do maths on stream when I'm a commentator, but I took a plunge.
Okay, probing shot finds Nanda. Not a little thing. And drones coming in and buying this for Rex. He built a few spines, so he's like, okay, I do need to build some drones. Thing is, this is still an all-in. See the zealot? Does he see the zealots? I don't know if he realized. Okay, he sees them. Yep. It's building spores. He's thinking maybe it's DT transition. It's like, dude, don't overcomplicate it, Rex. It is still just zealots. He said to get Overlord through. It's just a headbutt.
This is like reading. This is like looking at the cover of a romantic comedy. You look at the two people and you can think you know the entire story just by looking at it. You don't need to watch the movie, Rex.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he's still building a few more drones, but still roaches as well. He should have enough to defend. Rex, his roaches attack his own creep tumor. You could tell he's nervous because Haas has such an insane win record versus him. Oh, unnecessary. Losing 3 or 4 roaches there.
Yeah, I think it might have been like 5. It was actually quite a bit. These queens clumped up, and one of them gets tapped, but the sisters will juice her up.
There's no lair. So the big problem is, like, against disruptors, you always want to flank and surround the army. Not against Mass Zealot. Hells no. So you want to ball up versus the Zealots. That's how roaches beat Zealots. But obviously you want to spread versus the disruptors. That is the combination. This is why Haas is using this comp. He says clump up, and then you die to the disruptors. Spread, you die to the Zealots. Which one will it be, Rex? Rex has known this is coming for a long time. You see, he goes in a corner. And four units go down to that one. Disruptor does get saved.
And picks up that one disruptor very, very low.
He's still got a shot loaded in the barrel.
Yeah. He had 2 shots in the chamber now.
Oh man, with no lair, no roach speed, he can't really like micro nearly as well. That's the big problem with that low drone count I was talking about with Rex. He's making slow roaches, and it's just not the same as speed roaches. They're so awkward. I feel like he's still in an okay position because Haas is not transitioning. But we'll see how this goes.
All right, Zealot's coming in, but right into a concave of Zerg. Spine helping the Spore, actually getting on top of that Warp Prism a little bit.
Oh, he kills his own Zealots!
Zerg units.
Oh, Haas goes for the triple shot, and actually friendly fires. Rex is all over it. Rex is chasing down the disruptors. One of them does pick up. The other 2 do get away to safety. Haas is still looking for the big disruptor shot. He is fishing for the one shot that can change the course of this game. Down 60 supply. He is in an objectively terrible position. But never, ever, ever count out Haas and his big, big disruptors.
He's got a big pair of balls, and he will use them to kill you.
Look at this. He's landing some hits, man.
He's getting kills with every single Disruptor Nova so far. No juicy big clump kills. And Rex's army spy is starting to get pretty spooky, especially that roach count. Oh, he's trying to go for the wraparound. Haas repositioning here.
The slowest wraparound of all time. These are slow roaches. He's got to move that flank in right now. Yeah, those guys are really far away.
That's just like 30 army supply not doing anything unless it counterattacks.
Even more. I think it's like 50. Dude, Rex, come home. You got to defend. Oh no! Oh, this time the disruptors do land, but decent spready from Rex. But good shot!
That was a great disruptor nova right into the pack of the roaches there, shaving into that supply lead that Rex had.
Okay, Rex is going for the base trade counterattack sort of thing here because he realizes the more units he has, the disruptors are going to get him. But that means I think he can get overrun. I think there's enough zealots to just go. He's too spread. The zealots can just kill him right now. Of course, Haas does not realize the units are counterattacking. He's going to find out in a moment. Roaches do come back here. Spread those roaches out. Watch out for the balls.
Spread them. Well, I guess the roach damages the queen there. Another ball coming on in. Oh, the roaches are coming back home. They're not base trading. The roaches are coming back, Pig.
They're all coming back. Oh, this is so frantic. But you know what?
He's closing the gap. He's closing the gap.
The supply is getting closer. The lair is nowhere near done. And going off creep seems good until a disruptor shot comes at you, and they're about to come off cooldown. He's going to drop them forwards. Oh, Haas!
Oh, that one kind of thread the needle there. The next Nova, though, in the chamber, ready to fire. It's a one-hit point disruptor. Kills the zealots. Fantastic.
Yeah, there's been a lot of friendly fire, man.
There we go.
Blue on blue scenarios mixed in with the blue on red, so definitely a bit of a dicey situation for both. Roach speed needs to start up, but Rex does not have any gas.
Would you like to lose 45 zealots in the first 10 minutes of a game?
10 of those went down to disruptors, mate. Oh my gosh. Haas is still just here looking for the victory with 2 prisms, 3 disruptors, 2 stalkers, a pack of zealots. He's going to clean up the creep. Rex has roach speed on the way. I got to go back and say, yes, this feels really crazy that it's still going. But this would be so much easier if Rex had a few more drones earlier on in this game. That the lair being delayed makes this so much harder. He's making a baneling nest, which would be amazing versus the zealots.
Yeah, absolutely.
Balls!
Balls.
Oh!
That's a good one. There we go.
He does get the disruptor, but that's painful, man. That was a lot of roaches. I don't think he should have ran at that army.
Yeah. And Rex still maintains a supply lead in army and also in drones. Starting to squeeze out a drone or two here as well. Haas has not made a worker in a hot minute. It's just zealots. It's just disruptors.
Zergling's going to check. He's like, oh man, Haas probably has a third. This will be so bad. He's going to get over there, realize no third. He's going to see zealots actually breaking open his own wall to get out there. And oh my god! Oh, dude.
Rex does not need that to happen once or twice more. Otherwise, Haas will actually win this game.
Yeah, we're going to do kill checks on those disruptors. One has already died this game, but the other two are still there. We've got to do those kill checks. 17 on one and 18 on the other. That is a 35 kill pair of disruptors.
Maths again on stream. You cannot be stopped. A Spire drops for Rex here, and the extra gases go down to be able to afford those Mutalisks.
I don't think we need anything other than just lots of roaches and lings. I know the spy is good. I don't mind him unlocking the tech for the future, but just make roaches, make things. 7 more drones on the way. The army supply is way too close.
Yeah,
this could
he's
crumble,
losing a
man.
lot of it. He's losing a lot of it in the counterattack as well. Those lings going down.
Oh, he's too clumped. He's too clumped. He's
very
got roach
clumped.
speed. Oh my god.
Oh, that's a good Nova up here to the north side. On the left side, not so much, but hey, damage is damage. Another one in the chamber, and it goes to the Queens. Rex isn't looking. Damages the Queens. No kills.
I thought bowling was America's national pastime, not Taiwan's. What the hell? Haas is a bloody expert. He's getting strike after strike.
There's too many Protosses in this region to not have bowling be a national pastime.
Oh my gosh. Disruptors rallying out still, so the number is growing. Supply count's a bit dangerously close here. Some banelings are coming in, but the roaches, I think, are... Oh, man. Oh my god. Okay, now that he's got roach bait, I think he needs to engage further out so he's got more time to pull back. I think Rex needs to like get some space, which is why the creep is good, but that's also why Haas is diligently clearing said creep. And gets a single Zergling with that disruptor, just pushes him away. The banelings are in there. Careful. Oh, man. Yeah. Muters, 3 muters are building right now. There's nothing that shoots up in Haas army. So if he can just kill the prism, that alone is good. Oh, run by on the bottom. Oh my god, in the Protoss mineral line. Oh, it is roaches. I thought it was banelings. Natural as well, really? Oh my god.
That's just an overlord, actually, I think.
Oh yeah, that's just the overlord. He's just hanging. Ooh. Just waiting for a mate.
I'm just freaking out, man. Freaking out.
Just waiting for a mate. It's the overlord, man. That's who's in that overlord right now. He's sitting there parked up on the curb of the Protoss natural.
I'm thinking that every now, like every time a stalker sees an overlord fly into the main base, just be like, what are you doing here? I'm just waiting for a mate. All's gone for the prism. There are stalkers.
No, he's not going to get it. There's 2 prisms there anyway.
Oh my god.
The Mutas should just go counterattack. I mean, Haas's economy is terrible, but Rex is overcomplicating it by going Mutas. He needs to just go Roaches, Banelings, and spread and try to get Baneling speed. I think Haas's army is just better now. He's got more army supply. He's got 1 billion Zealots. The Banelings here as well.
Oh my
you can
god.
see...
He had everything on a control group there.
Oh, man. Ow. Haas just has the mental advantage. You can tell he's got the win advantage between these two. He knew, even when things weren't going his way, how to drag it back in his favor. This was not a situation you're meant to be able to win from when the Zerg responds this well, but oh my god.
That's it, man. Haas has done it. He was down nearly 50 army supply at one point. It did not look winnable. Haas was even exasperated in the webcam. He's even killing his own Zealots. No doubt a flex, absolutely deliberate. But it's looking good for him now, man. I did not expect Haas to win this game. I mean, you're right in the fact that that Rex making the Spire and going into Mutas is a big investment, and he's overcomplicating it. So that's lucky for Haas that he did that instead of going into more like Roach and Ling Bane with speed. But it is it's brutal, man. Haas in control of the series.
Yeah, I mean, when you're defending a disruptor charge lot all in for 10 minutes, it's not exactly the realm of experience. You don't exactly, oh yeah, I practiced 43 games with me practice partners for that, you know? It's totally understandable the mistakes Rex is making here, trying to go Mutas. You're like, hey, yeah, okay, we'll tech switch. But realistically, he just needed more Roaches and the ability to potentially come in from multiple angles, split units across the map, that sort of stuff. At the moment, Haas is just bowling.
Yeah, he's throwing balls.
Haas is so dominant in their head-to-head, and he continues the streak.
He's throwing balls and throwing hands, and unfortunately for Rex, he's catching all of them.
Yeah. Usually you want to catch those with your hands, not your face. Unfortunately, he's going to be a little bit bruised and worse for wear. Haas, just doing such a cool build, dude. Disruptor drop into second prism, disruptor drop into charge lot, disruptor all in. It's a Haas special. It's completely stopped by Rex for a good 10 minutes. But hey, he just kept going bowling and bowling and bowling, and it was a very small Zerg economy. Rex wanted Haas to overcommit, and he just never did it.
And Haas got the dub. A 3-0 victory for Haas and a 3-0 victory for Nice. Looks like the two kings of this region are, you know, starting off this playoff with a bit of a bang.
Oof, what a game, man.
This is a good start for Rex.
Yeah, he got the disruptor there. Well worth it for some Zerglings. Like I said, his drone count was a little low. The one disruptor hit the Queens and they just healed up, and the other two hit Zealots. That was the big whiff moment, but the fact that he salvaged it was very impressive.
Indeed, and it looked like Rex could have still made something happen here at this point, even though, you know, the Zealot count is getting obscene. Haas getting bullied back, but now the Novas start to connect. That was a big connection right there in front of that third hatchery. Oh my goodness,
man, this is wow, what a game, man. And those disruptors just got deadly the longer it went on. This one on the right, oh,
no, that was disgusting. The final disruptor hit, the one where we knew it was over.
Yes,
there it is.
Oh,
ay Dios mío. That is mucho DiMaggio. That's not good.
Yep.